All right, so today I'm gonna try to get to Big Mound Key, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna get there or not, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It's about 4.2 nautical miles away, and I'm gonna take my dinghy and some gas and just hope that I can get on the island, because it's sketchy or not whether I'll be able to get on there. The hurricane probably messed up the little there's like a board pathway to get on there, and it's in the bushes, so it's gonna be high tide at 2 o'clock, which is a couple hours away, and I'm hoping that it's perfect for me to get in and get out. Should take an hour to get over there, so let's go.
The Calusa Indians developed a powerful and complex society that flourished for more than 1,000 years in southwest Florida. It only took treasure hunters with 2 bulldozers and a backhoe just a few days in 1980 to demolish Big Mound Key, one of the tribe's largest and best preserved sites. In July of 1992, a team of what authorities described as very well organized and not amateurs descended upon Mound Key in search of Spanish gold. The team looted sites on state and federal land for more than a decade, and investigators said tearing through layers of Indian artifacts in a fruitless search for Spanish gold. In 1992, they were charged with damaging 7 archaeological sites in Florida's west coast. One of those sites is the site I'm going to now. The men began searching for that treasure more than 3 decades ago. In 1980, they drove bulldozers across the protected mangroves in the state preserve to get to Big Mound Key, one of the state's most important archaeological sites. They carved a gash 20 feet wide, 25 feet deep, and about 200 feet long in the largest and most significant of the mounds. The damage was discovered days later, but investigators had no clue who did it. This destruction at Big Mound Key and elsewhere throughout the next decade occurred in isolated sections of public land where digging could easily go undetected. Important clues to the Calusa civilization were destroyed by these treasure hunters. One thing I can certainly stress is that people have been digging at these old sites for years in search for Spanish gold, and they've destroyed an awful lot of information about these people. They were a remarkable bunch of people. The Calusas were expert navigators and built canals, some 30 feet wide and 6 feet deep, that connected their coastal homes to inland rivers. The skilled hunters and fishers thrived for decades after the tribes of North Florida had been destroyed by warfare, slavery, and diseases brought by European settlers. But by 1750, the Calusa tribe had disappeared, overrun by other American Indians who had moved into Florida to escape the settlers. The mounds are nearly all that remain to supplement the sketchy and biased reports left by the Spanish missionaries and explorers.
So we're pulling right down the alleyway. This is a secret canal. Most likely it's a hand-dug canal. Whether it was by pirates or Indians, we don't know. But this is very, really cool to go down here when you go down here. I'm hoping that I can get down here to get on this island, because I would hate to go all this way for nothing. There's definitely some weird stuff in the water around here. I mean, it looks like there's all sorts of like odd-shaped things. Oh, it's back here. Okay, we're gonna go down this way. Here we go. See a lot of fish coming through here. Oh, there's a big redfish. Holy cow. It's probably a great spot for fishing. in like a hidden little cove, a lagoon, you could call it. Mound Keys over here, there's a big gumbo limbo tree you can see the top of almost. But we're here and I'm gonna try to get on the island now. It's gonna be hard to get on the island, but I'm gonna give it a shot for the good of the channel. There's about a couple feet of water right here, and I'm either gonna have to wade through there or climb through these trees. And then over there you can see, probably can't see it, but over there, there's a walkway, some boards you can walk on. So if I can just get to there, I'm good, but I have to get to there first. So let's see, I have to walk through the freaking water. Oh, it's not gonna be good. And what sucks here is it's not just water, it's water and silt, so you sink like a foot or two down. So I'm gonna have to try to get on this island somehow. We'll see how it happens. Made it onto the island. I just had to wade through that water, but it's okay. So we're now on the sticks and stuff that don't know who put them here, but they've been here for a while. So I made it on the island, and as you can see, when I first got here, look at all the shells. This is called a shell midden. These are very old shells. I'm gonna make my way up the island and see what I can see. This is a gumbo limbo tree right here. The pit. That's a hole dug by somebody, I think. All right, we're almost at the top of the mound. We're getting close at least. It's a lot of debris. I probably should have brought a machete. It's a big tree, a very old tree. And above me is a branch that could have just fallen on me, so I'm gonna get out of here. This is a pit right here. I'm gonna try to get up to the edge of it. So, a long time ago, people came here. And that story goes is they had a bulldozer on the island, and they dug this pit looking for treasure. This is a massive, massive pit. And you can see how far down that goes. Let me throw something down there. Look. It's deep. It's really deep. And there's shells everywhere. I doubt they found anything, or if they did, gone now. We go to the other side here of this shell midden to give you a better look. These shells could be thousands, if not thousands of tens of thousands of years old.
Big Mound Key is just off the mainland of the southern end of Cape Hayes, at the entrance to Charlotte Harbor. The archaeological site in Big Mound Key covers 13.5 acres and includes 4 20-foot tall mounds. The mounds and ridges consist primarily of conch shells. A radiocarbon date of about 2,000 years old has been attained from near the base of the trenched mound. Most radiocarbon dates and ceramics that were found are from the Weeden Island culture period, about 400 to 900 years ago. The mound was the site of a village, possibly the seat of a large chiefdom, serving as an intermediate trade point between the Minnesota people of the Tampa Bay area and the Calusa people of the South. There's evidence that the chief lived at the top of one of the mounds.
So this is a shed from the archaeologists that were out here at one point. Must have blown up and stuff. I'm hoping they come back and do some excavations so we can find out what's really here. Just a pile of tools. Oil or something.
The Spanish explorers wrote in their journals that every time they encountered the Calusa Indians, that they would lose 6 Spanish soldiers. And when you think about that, that's a pretty interesting concept because first of all, Calusa Indians were way bigger than everybody else in the area, and the Spanish were quite a bit smaller than everybody in the area. And when the Spanish came off the ships, more than likely they were wearing metal helmets and some kind of metal breastplates. And they were basically armed. They had swords, they had rifles or muskets, they had gunpowder. In other words, the Calusa Indians had sticks and they had bones. They had darts, they had shark's teeth. That was pretty much the weaponry. But yet, this Spanish captain noted that he lost 6 people for every 1 Indian killed. So that tells us, number 1, that they were great fighters, and number 2, that a lot of them didn't fall or die as a result of encounters with the European explorers. Last known tribe of Calusa Indians left in about 1750. They said there was about 200 or 250 of them left, and possibly they just hopped on canoes and went to Cuba. But I think we all know what really happened. The biggest thing you have to remember when visiting these islands is to remain respectful of the property that you're walking on. This was the Indians' home, their burial ground, their fishing ground, their living quarters, and it's a very, very spooky place to go alone. So if you do go, make sure that you're not digging holes, and make sure that you're leaving the place as you left it. Yeah, you can knock down some spider webs and trees as you see I'm doing here, but that's about it. Don't go making holes in the Indian mounds looking for Spanish gold, or else you'll be ending up in the county jail just like the 4 people did back in the 1992.
That's a hole. Spider. We're out. Get the hell out of here. Well, we're back. I'm gonna go edit this video and see if it'll be one of the better videos that I made.